Hey guys, it's Katie July. It is Tuesday, week 3 post-op, and I actually made a video yesterday kind of talking about some of the problems I've been having with food, or I had on Friday. Thanks so much for the comments, especially AJ for looking out for me. Things have been super duper much better. I'm actually going to make some veggie soup tonight for the rest of the week, and I made three baked bean dish for earlier. I've been having a lot of egg salad. Right now I'm drinking a skinny vanilla steamer from Starbucks, Evil. Usually I get the short, which is only 8 ounces, and then I add a scoop of protein powder, which is 6 grams of protein. But today I got the tall because I really need, 17 full grams of protein, so I'm just going to sip it really slowly. But it kind of helps me not have my second protein shake, which I don't mind the protein shakes and I have a lot of really great flavors, but 2 a day, every day, is starting to get to me. It's weird though, because even though I'm choosing really high protein foods, I mean, if I can only eat 1 egg, that's 6 grams of protein, and that's my whole meal. So, I think it'll be obviously a long time before I'm able to really wean myself off the shakes. But what am I doing? The numbers, right? That's what everyone wants to know. Although I'm trying not to be as scale obsessed. So last week was weird, and the first few days of this week was weird because I was still just like really, really hovering around 262, I think. Like 0.2 up, 0.2 down, 0.2 up, 0.2 down. It was so frustrating. Or 264 even. It just felt like so tiny, the movement in between there. But I woke up today and I was starting weight. Sorry, I'm all backwards on this. So my starting weight was 290. Last week I was... Oh my god, what was I last week? I totally forget. Whatever. This week I'm 259.8 and I lost 3.6 pounds. So you guys do the math of what I was last week. And that brings me to a total of 30.2 pounds, which is totally crazy. And the exciting thing, 30 pounds obviously is really exciting, but the reason I'm so happy about that 0.2 is it brings me into the 250s, that little decade, which I don't know, I think MJ was talking about this in one of her videos, how when she got to sort of a certain decade, it felt like a new level for her, and she started to feel less like a really fat person and more just like a fat person, like a normal person. And for me, it's totally the 250s. I've been in the 290s for the last few years and managed to get myself kind of into the 270s once or twice, or the 260s once, from doing Weight Watchers, but hadn't ever really gotten into the 250s, and I haven't been this since middle of college. And this is totally where I feel good. It just feels like I can breathe easier, I can move a little bit easier. It just feels like a level down. Do you know what I mean? And I'm really starting to see it in my clothes. No one's commented about anything, although part of me thinks that even if they noticed, they probably are thinking it's because I'm not doing well from having surgery and they don't know what I had the surgery from. So probably at work they wouldn't want to comment even if they did notice. But I can definitely feel it. My clothes, my pants are looser. The weirdest thing is that I have size 24s, which I think I told you guys I have a bunch of size 24s because I've been squeezing myself into those things forever. And all my Old Navy 24s are just falling down, and I'm constantly hiking them out. So I placed an order for 22s, which are coming tomorrow. But I did have a pair of Lane Bryant 22s, and I went and pulled them out, and they are so tight on me. And I know 2 weeks ago I couldn't even button them, but they were so tight. So then I thought, well, what other Lane Bryant sizes do I have? And I have a size 26, which is the size I'm wearing now. And it fits really comfortably. It's wonderful. But it's insane to me that in Old Navy, 24s are falling off and I have to get a 22. And then in Lane Bryant, the 22s are impossible. And this pair of 26 is just like so lovely. It's so frustrating. Because obviously I want to be like, I'm a 22, 24s, please. So it kills me a little bit to be wearing these 26s, even though these did not fit 3 weeks ago. So I have to remember that and be really grateful about that. I'm trying to think what else. I talked a little bit in my last video about food, and other than that, it's been going really well. This morning was the weirdest thing. I work later. I work in magazines, so we all start later. So I don't go in until 10. And this morning on the subway, and I usually bring my protein shake with me and like sip it on the subway on the way to work, because in the morning I try to have 2 cups of water, which takes me a long time, with some of my medication, my prescription medication that I'm not supposed to have with food. So I figure, okay, well, I'll at least get my water in, and then in the subway on the way down, I sip protein shake, and I have that even a little bit when I get to work. And that tends to work out really fine for me. But this morning on the subway, suddenly I had like the cold sweats. And I was like, oh, I'm in my winter coat. It's really hot on the subway. It's fine. And I got to work and I felt fine. And I was talking, to my editor and stuff. And I've been having this weird thing for the last 2 days where it sounds like my throat is singing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's almost like I'm burping, but like my mouth doesn't open. Nothing. I don't feel any impetus to open my mouth. It's just like, just these weird little noises, and it'll happen like for a while, 15 minutes, and then it'll stop, or off and on throughout the day, or whatever it is. And I know yesterday I'd forgotten, and today actually I'd forgotten to fill up my big vitamin pill container, and I filled it up. I'd been taking the vitamins anyway, but I realized I hadn't been taking the Prilosec, whichever the one is to help control acid in your stomach. So maybe that was it. But anyway, when I got to work this morning, which it totally could have been from 2 days of not taking this pill, I took 2 sips of my protein shake, and I have a protein shake every day, and all of a sudden I definitely had to throw up. And it was one of those things where it's 2 minutes to walk to the bathroom, and I was like, okay, walk the 2 minutes, you can hold out that long, don't throw up at your desk, but like clench my jaw together. Do you know what I mean? And like so sick. And then I was in the bathroom, and I didn't throw up, but I was like, deep breaths, clenching the stall. I don't know what it was though. And I was like, I definitely have to go home, but the thought of getting in a cab for 20 minutes or the subway for 40 minutes was like, no way. So I just stayed in the bathroom for about 5 minutes, and it kind of passed, but it was the weirdest thing. And then of course I was afraid to eat or drink anything. But an hour later, half an hour later even, I started just drinking really slowly the protein shake, and it was fine. So I don't know what it was. It was really, really weird. And I say that, and then it's like, hello, my whole intestines have been completely rerouted. My stomach has been reshaped. It's like, in the grand scheme of things, of everything in my belly getting redone, 5 minutes of standing over a toilet feeling like I might throw up, not a big deal. It'll totally be fine. I feel like I'm totally rambling. I'm sorry if it's true. The only other thing that I kind of wanted to say, and more so that I am accountable to myself and you guys for it, is that I really haven't been walking, I don't think, enough. And I walk a bit for my work, and I walk to the subway, and I walk to my work, and I walk back. And I'm not cleared from the surgeon to exercise, so I can't go to the gym. But it's just so grim and bleak and cold here and dark by 5 o'clock that it makes it really hard to be like, okay, well now I'll go walk for 20 minutes, which I can do, as my exercise. And I get bummed about it, and I'm like, oh, it would just be so easy to slip into my old habits of going in for work at 10, staying till 8, coming home and it's 9, having dinner and it's 10, and suddenly it's like, oh my God, 10, are you kidding? Bedtime. And I don't think I need to super push myself. my energy is getting a lot better than it was last week, and I am walking enough in terms of recovering. And tonight I did go on, a 20-minute walk with my girlfriend, but it's just one of those things that I feel like it's weird because I'm starting to feel restless, and I'm starting to feel like I'd rather go to the gym for half an hour and be in the light and listening to music and, the whole deal, rather than kind of forcing myself out when it's just me and it's kind of blah around here. But okay, I'm totally rambling. Can I just say 2 more things? I am so excited about the weight loss surgery Secret Santa. So if you haven't seen more of this video, go and watch it and sign up, because I think it'll be super duper fun. And the East Coast meet and greet. So I'm going. Hopefully, no matter where you are, you guys go, because I think it'll be a ton of fun. Okay, well that's it. That's end of my week 3 update. Hope you guys are doing good. Everyone's healthy, and I'll talk to you guys later.